Hello YouTubers. Basically today what I'm going to show you how to do is on the first generation Subaru Foresters, the climate control AC button sometimes has a tendency to extinguish itself or just burn out. I am going to show you how to replace the light inside the AC button. So for example, we start the car up and we have the AC button depressed and we're going to turn it on. Air's blowing and cold air is coming out. You'll have to trust me on that, but there's no light. So turn the car off, and I'm going to show you how to replace that in just a minute. Thank you. Okay, so basically we've got the whole dash taken apart. In here, right here in those two slots, there's a screw like this and a little plastic cover. So you just pry that open with a flathead screwdriver, the cover, and then unloosen the screw. You want to disconnect your little seat heater harnesses here. And then pry off this cover right here. Sorry, can't see it. Yeah, this cover that's covering the shifter, and then you can take out your dashboard panel right here. You might want to disconnect your stereo, or you can just take it out and just let it hang there like I have. And then take out the screws for the stereo. Rather, first you take out the screws and then take out your stereo. And then you can then unloosen the screws, or loosen the screws for the climate control. Now, what you want to do is you do not have to disconnect the cords in the back for the for all the levers, the shutters and so forth. But the configuration I've got it set in right here might make it easier for you to twist it, which is the key to this procedure, is to twist the entire control panel inside with the connection still hooked up. So what you want to do then, I'm going to set it down for just a minute so I can do this. Give me just a second. Okay, so now we have access to the back. We can disconnect the harnesses, and then we can then put a needle nose pair of pliers and then pull that entire button switch assembly out. But first you want to disconnect the harnesses, so I'm going to do that real quick. It's taking a little bit. Get it. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, I've got all the harnesses disconnected. Now I can take a pair of needle nose pliers and pull that switch assembly. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's right in the back there, right next to that white connection harness. It's in black. That's the switch assembly for the AC button. So in just a minute, I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm gonna show you the assembly by itself, and then we have easy access to that light, the little bulb inside there. Okay. This is the switch panel. Really taking it out. I did lose the button in there somewhere, but I'll go find it a little later. But basically you just grip really hard on this edge and then just yank at it. There is a little tab that secures it on the bottom right here. So again, using your little pry tool, just bend that out of the way and then pull up with the with your needle nose pliers. Okay. Now we're going to go inside and try to replace the bulb. Okay, so basically what we have is we have this switch panel, and I actually did lose the button somewhere inside the where the stereo wiring was, but I found it. And here, so what we have here is we have that little, I don't know if you can see it, the focus is kind of off, but we have that little green panel right here, which is the bulb socket. So basically you just take a little flat nose, flathead screwdriver that can fit in there and gently turn it around, and then it should come right out. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, I've managed to turn it, but it's not coming out for some reason. You have to tap it a little bit, make it fall out, or I can just go ahead and push down from the inside. Maybe that's a little awkward here. Okay, let's see, and there it is. Okay, so here is the bulb, little bulb over here, tiny little bulb. So and basically what I found is that there is a part at Radio Shack. It's a little micro bulb. It's in here. You can barely see it. And basically you just gotta put it in there and then cut the ends off, wrap the ends around the bulb socket, and then cut them off so that they fit around, and you probably can't see it here, fit around the contact edges. A little tricky, but if you have like a little pair of needle nose pliers, or actually not needle nose pliers, tweezers, then that makes this job a whole lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to then go ahead and replace it. Okay, we're back, and you can see this new bulb. Sorry, it's a little out of focus. And then there's the old bulb in there. So basically what you have to do is you have to kind of twist the little prongs around inside there, and just basically cut them off and cut them to size. Put on your little green jacket there on the top, so the light looks green when you press the button, and basically then just reinsert it inside the switch panel. So that's what we're going to do right here. So it goes in there. Let's see, a little bit tricky, but we can get it. So you just kind of wiggle it a little bit till it sits nicely in there, nice and snug. Okay, and there we go, and then it's inside. Okay, so and then you just kind of tighten it up just so the contacts make good contact with the thing. And I got this tiny little eyeglass repair kit thing. And I know I said tweezers earlier, but if you buy a little eyeglass repair kit like you have here, then you have pretty much all the tools you need to do this job. Okay, so I'm going to set the camera down real quickly, and then we'll watch how I do this. Okay, and it is in there snug and secure. I'm not sure if you can see that properly, but it's in there. So now all we got to do is just reassemble everything in reverse order. Thanks for watching. I hope you've learned how to take care of this little problem that Subaru will try to get you to buy a whole new assembly for, but you don't really need to. You can just go out and this bulb number is part number 7219 at Radio Shack. So it costs about $1.99. So you can fix this for $2 as opposed to buying a whole new thing, because this switch they do not sell separately. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Thanks for watching.